The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Maves and the Garavogue Bar.
So everything's recording. So 1, 2, 3.
Happy New Year!
That was a countdown we should have done that time. Then,
yeah.
Are you leaving that bit in?
Yeah, why not?
Well, we have to know anyway.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, everybody! It's New Year's Eve in the ATU.
Yeah, there's nobody here.
ATU.
There's nobody here, only a security guard.
Yeah.
That's us.
He led us. I had to say, he was a very happy man, wasn't he?
Very happy man to working today.
To be
No
working today.
students to be looking at.
I met him at the door and I says to him, I said, Jays, are we the only ones getting a bit of work done today? And he said, we are. I said, well, the 2 more boys come behind me looking for it as well.
You didn't sign in.
I did sign in. I signed in on the
You're
previous sheet.
not Peter O'Hora.
At least everyone knows
why
he's
is he
in
using an alias?
I was on the page before.
Maybe that's the security guard's name.
No, there
Actually,
was
he signs in himself.
there is a few people coming and going. Anyway, the HU is a great building,
Yeah.
and we're here again now. It's New Year's Eve. We're at to spend the full Christmas. Where I didn't get sick, which was amazing. I had it all out of the way. Did you get sick, Ray?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I got the dirty man flu.
Yeah, you got a bad dose now.
I got a bad dose. Christmas Day, it came upon me.
Yeah.
Just about made it back to Sligo from the wilds of Mayo.
Did it wreck
And
your
I
Christmas
was-
day?
No, not really. It just kind of came on me that night while I was watching Gavin and Stacey.
Oh, sure, that'd bring out. That was a great episode, though. I have to say.
Was. And I wouldn't have watched the whole series because I lived in 2-channel land where Gavin and Stacey.
So you didn't watch Gavin and Stacey growing up?
No.
So it didn't mean the same.
It didn't mean the same, but I have caught up a little bit with TikTok.
Yeah.
So I've seen lots of little bits.
Like Gavin and Stacey was like for us, like I loved Gavin and Stacey. Like
It was, I have to say, I really enjoyed it. An hour and a half full film.
yeah, it was a full film.
I
Yeah,
really enjoyed it.
the only thing is you wouldn't have known this now to critique it like Smithy. So James Corden, he wasn't really Smithy. He was just playing James Corden now.
Oh, right. Why would you say that? I thought he was Smithy enough.
No, I don't think he was Smithy enough.
I wouldn't know, sure I didn't know what the original Smith. He just seemed like he was before. I always thought James Corden was Smithy.
Yeah, no,
Do you know?
like the Smithy of old. But obviously people change and they mature and stuff like that. But like I thought Nessa was still Nessa and Pam was still Pam and Mick was still
The
Mick.
Nessa thing, it has me ruined for the Christmas.
Why?
Because now all I'm going round is going, oh, what's occurring?
Oh. Did you ever see the Christmas episode where she went, oh.
Yeah, it's very good. But the end of it was particularly poignant for me because a gentleman with a bus saved the day.
Why
I
does
shouldn't
that
say
make-
that, should I?
Why does that make sense?
What? Because I love being a bus driver, and that just shows you the reasons why I want to be a bus driver in future life.
Oh yeah,
when I grow
because
up.
you want for that one moment.
For moments like that where everybody needs to get to somewhere really quickly.
Yeah.
And there's no other alternative means
But
of
a big
transport.
bus.
But he drove across the field and everything. It was
So
wonderful.
you want to be the fella that people do ring and say
Not ring. I need to be a fella that's in the group that goes, wait a minute.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can bring you in the bus.
Because all that'll happen is you'll be the fella that people will ring.
No, they won't.
Come here,
because they
Ray.
never
We
think
have,
of me.
sorry now, but the under 12s, there was supposed to be 4 parents bringing them.
But
and
I'd love
they're not
that too. If
But-
someone rang me and told me, and I'm not in sport at all, but if some parent rang me and told me there was a heap of children need to get to a football match, I'd drive them.
But the thing is, so
There's
I
nothing
want.
more joyous on a motorway than a heap of
So
children
you
going down
might,
the motorway.
but on a Saturday morning, yourself and Laura are fucking sitting down watching this morning, and you get a call. So think of all the times that you get a call about gear from me, mostly.
Yeah.
Ray, I need 2 speakers.
Yes.
And how tiresome that's become after 15 years.
Or it could be Johnny in the Garavogue going, there's a speaker on fire.
Yeah,
And I'd be going, Johnny,
that speaker should have
You're
caught
really-
fire 10 years ago.
surprised it lasted this long.
That fuck, I can't believe it's only up in flames now.
On that note, I got a really funny call during Christmas from one of the bars, and and they told me, they said, I think one of the speakers in the back is blown, and I says, what? Blown? There's only a new one after going in there.
Yeah.
So I tipped over after having my dinner, and I wasn't blown. It was just someone had turned up too loud.
Oh yeah, there's a big difference. All you bar owners out there need to know.
Yeah.
There's the huge difference between the speaker not working properly and the shit getting driven out of it.
It was getting kicked out of it.
Yeah, that's like it's
They thought it
literally
was broke.
You were literally going up to that speaker. So what happened there was you went up to a speaker, right? Or a person. And you started boxing the person into the face. And then you rang Ray saying, this fella's face is covered in blood, Ray, and I don't know what's going on.
That's it.
That's
yeah.
it, like.
That's what happened.
I haven't a clue why he's covered. He's all bruised and everything, and I don't know what's going
I
on.
felt bad then because I was vexed and I kind of pulled the gentlemen aside and I went, lads, what
Stop
are you doing
punching that
here?
fella in the face.
Stop punching him in the face.
Yeah.
And they were like very sorry.
Yeah.
So I don't know have they learned the lesson yet.
No, they still think they have a black belt in Taekwondo, probably.
Yeah. Come here. Can't go any further.
Oh, yeah, go on.
Because everybody, and I speak on behalf of every single listener to this podcast,
They all message you.
right?
Yeah.
It's been 2 weeks
Since
you, first of all, brought up what Nicola got you for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
And it's been 2 weeks of people waiting on edge. Last week, the fucking live show came out and they're like, well, we're not going to get an answer to this. This is going back in time.
Yeah. Do you want to know?
Everybody wants to know.
Okay, so.
Is it the fancy pant you were wearing in today?
No, that's my normal pants.
I've never seen a colour on you in years.
Look at that. I wear that pant all the time.
I barely seen you against the wall. It's camouflagey.
Not good. I don't know if the camera gets. Look at that.
Is there any...
Oh, I nearly cramped up.
He's not pulling a muscle.
How does
you can't
that work?
do that no more.
Oh, my quadriflex plexosis is gone.
That's a dose of plexosis.
Oh, I'm
there,
after reckon my quadriflex plexosis. Oh, that's gone.
What did Nicola get you?
Nicola, so it's unbelievable. She got me a Meta Quest 3.
What's that when it's at home?
It's
What do you mean? Oh, all of a sudden Brendan's like, oh, yeah, I'm on top of this.
No, seriously, it's...
Oh, is this the yoke you look gammy on in the video the last year that Laura showed me?
Did you see the video of me
Yeah, I
using
seen the
this?
video of you being an absolute...
I was boxing the head off Batman enemies.
Is this some VR thing?
It's a VR headset.
Right.
It's Meta, so it's Facebook's one. So a friend of ours, Derek, has one. And he's had it for like a year or more. And anytime he's not using it, I take it.
Yeah.
It's the best piece of equipment I've ever used in my life. And I'm not mad into VR-y stuff. But
And what makes it so good?
so this is what makes it really good. And this is kind of sad.
You looked sad using it.
The Batman game was a bit of crack, but I get discombobulated. I'll tell you a good story about it as well, actually, because it's discombobulating.
Right.
Is that the right word?
Well, if it is, could you please describe what that means?
You get pure dizzy out of it.
Okay.
So if you're playing games where you're fully immersed in it and it's on your head and you start moving on the joysticks,
Yeah.
your body's not moving, but you're and it's really like it's off-putting, really off-putting. So I hope you won't mind me saying this. I think it was last Christmas.
Did you get sick inside in the yoke?
No, I nearly did. Though. I had to take it off. I had to take it off with the. But anyway, last Christmas, I hope they don't mind me telling this story, but Lisa bought one for Joey.
Okay.
And Joey put it on. And he got through like the tutorial mode where they're like, this is how you use it. And he had to take it off and go to bed. He was fucking dizzy.
Oh, got vertigo.
It gives you vertigo. It's bad if you're not used to it. Like, it's really off-putting. So,
God.
So there's certain games like the Batman game, I had to play that sitting down, as you've seen.
I seen you. You were just sitting down and you had this yoke in your face.
Yeah.
And you were just punching.
I was boxing the
And
head off
you
enemies.
looked like a man
But
that
someone has to save the world.
But
I'm just saying, like, if I'm not going to be the one to do it, who's going to
You
save
look
the world?
like a man in a vegetative state. Which is what VR is doing to people, obviously.
It's class. So, but the reason I like VR is because there is a game on it, a PGA game.
Oh, a bit of golf.
Yeah. And you can literally play, like in the blink of an eye, you're in St. Andrews in Scotland, playing St. Andrews. Like,
And does it look real or is it just
no,
all
like
computer
it still
gaming?
looks computer gamey.
Okay.
Like, but like you're looking around. You're on a tee box. It's and like you can get a club. So I've ordered one. You can get like a
VR club.
Instead of just holding the stick, there's a weighted stick. It feels real. Like,
oh, wow, you're going to smash all of the
I'll
lights.
break the place up. But last night, this is the great thing about it. So you know how much I love community gaming, right? I've talked about it before. It brings people together.
The athletics that we used to do when we were young.
Oh yeah, that's probably
Bosney.
what. Yeah,
No.
not down to Bosney.
No.
What I mean is like
Oh.
community-based
Gaming.
Gaming
with others.
with others.
Yeah.
That sounds like a shy game. Me and Nicola to do Wordle the odd time. Will you look up gaming with others there? We see what's on it today.
Yeah.
So the gaming with others. So last night, myself and Derek and Steno, whose skateboard I robbed, we've become best friends now.
Oh, that's good.
Through that moment.
When you buy a new skateboard,
When you
for a
buy
man,
somebody's skateboard, all of a sudden you become best
in
friends.
his
So
30s.
last night we were playing mini golf together, but like it's like so I can see they all have character heads, but I have the VR headset on. This is so sad. This is so sad. I have the VR headset on. I can see Steno's head. I can see Derek's head, and we're on a mini golf course.
Yeah.
Together. Well, what's the crack? And it's funny, you can see like when people start doing stuff. So like, this is the really odd part. All I heard, like I was about to take a putt and all I heard was like, hello? Yeah, oh yeah. And I looked over and Steno's character was like this with the phone in his hand. It's so weird, like, hello? Yeah. Tuesday.
It actually showed the phone.
No, it shows his hand up to his ear.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And his character, even though his character is a big green goblin monster fella,
Yeah.
hello, you can see him on the fucking phone. It's so mad. So that's why I loved it. Is for the golf.
Yeah.
And when Nicola bought it for me, when I took it out,
Were you expecting it?
no, not
Is
at
it
all.
awful expensive?
I thought, do you want to? They're expensive. Yeah.
Are
So
Much?
I think they're like maybe 5 or 6.
Oh, Jesus, that.
I don't know how she did it.
Yeah.
She had
Saved
like
up her communion money, I suppose.
no, I think she used, in fairness to her, she used like her bonus from work and stuff. No. So when she got me that, I
Some
said to her,
lady.
no, it's unreal because you know what I did for her?
But nothing.
I
You gave
s-
her money.
I sent her into town.
Yeah,
Go in there now and get
It's
yourself
good,
something.
Yeah, get yourself something nice. And she got herself something nice.
And she got herself some voyage stuff and some
Yeah,
all
all
kinds of
nice.
stuff. So when she gave me that, my exact words were, I said to her, Nicola, this is the best Christmas I've had since I was a child.
Way.
It felt like a Santa Claus
Because it's
Christmas.
something you can play with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's great and all. I told Mum what I wanted, which funnily enough was just more golf stuff. I said, get me some golf attire.
Yeah.
Give me some t-shirts and jackets and such.
Yeah.
And when I get them, I go, brilliant. Now, that I love that I have that now. But I got the Santa Claus buzz off the MetaQuest.
Yeah.
I just was like, I couldn't believe holding it in my hands.
Yeah.
Isn't that really sad?
It's sad, but look, it's whatever makes you happy.
I know, but would you get a buzz off getting something like that? No,
Fair,
probably
it's
not.
something that I can play with, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And like, I mean, as Laura, like, I got really nice presents this year. Laura essentially decked me out in all the style.
Shoes, 100%.
Shoes,
Yeah.
which I'm wearing as we speak. You didn't even compliment them. Didn't say one thing about them. Look at that for a runner. Now, you can't see this now.
What
even
brand
on the
is that?
Patreon. I have no idea. Aubrey, I think it's called.
They're a tremendous
They're a
shoe.
tremendous shoe. She hunted far and wide for them. She also got me a full suite of Jack and Jones outfit, which I bet
wow.
into over the Christmas.
Now you'd get that same buzz
I
off
got
that.
the same buzz out of that, so
Yeah,
I did awful well for the Christmas.
Yeah. Now the only thing. Sorry, no. Did you get any more? Are we going to say more?
Well, I suppose I should probably tell you what I got her. Yeah. Now I also did a bit like yourself. I said, look, go away and buy yourself something nice.
Way
She got
there
herself a
now.
lovely little pair of runners for herself.
Lovely.
Delighted with life.
Did you make my shite joke?
What was that?
Don't look in that bag now. That's my present for you.
I didn't.
Nicola was she wrapped her present, and I said, "Don't be trying to find out what that is now." Do you hear me?
Yeah. No, I didn't. I didn't do that. But she did say when she unwrapped her Christmas present, you know, the surprise one, the big timing one. So I had to go on big timer.
Oh,
I had to get her something. So we had got each other the things we'd got each other, and everybody was happy. And I said, I can't leave it like this now because, you know.
Jesus, I did. Anyway, go on.
You did it, yeah.
You big time me now as well.
I went up, I took myself up to Harvey's Norman, and I thought to myself, do you know what Laura needs now? Is a good Bluetooth speaker.
Now, and she said, Ray, I'm so glad we met in 2008.
Why?
Because no one buys Bluetooth speakers anymore.
What did they buy?
Unless you have one for the kitchen so you can listen to your audiobooks on
No,
Audible.
see, Laura
I
does
do
be
have one
doing
for
the
that.
drama stuff with the kids.
Oh, yeah.
And she needed
Oh,
a
you got her a
Bluetooth
mega
speaker.
boombox.
No, I didn't get her a mega boombox.
Oh, this is a bad present.
I went through all of them. I seen the Sonos, the Denon, the JBL, the Sony.
JBL do a good stuff now.
The JBL do a lovely stuff.
Yeah.
And all of them have fancy buttons, like that essentially just make it bassier.
Yeah.
But it's called ULT.
Yeah, hit the ULT filter.
Ultra low treble.
Yeah. This comes from a sound engineer.
Yeah.
Ultra low treble.
Treble. But I went past all them and down the bottom, right down the bottom little corner, and I see a couple of little Bose ones.
Oh,
And I'm a
Ray
fan
loves
of
a Bose.
I love
Ray
a
loves a
Bose.
Bose.
And they were clearance.
As you
And
said,
I said, what?
as the Bose I will.
I suppose I will.
Yeah.
But she did laugh when she opened it. She's like, oh, you got me a speaker. How very sound engineer of you.
That's like me buying a MetaQuest for fucking Nicola. I got you this. Will I set it up for you, or what's the thing?
I set it up for
Yeah,
her.
you're
I
such
took it
a
out. I unboxed it. I charged it. I paired it to her phone.
Oh, that's class. You played it to your own phone,
and
I
it
guess.
sat there in the sitting room where I left it since.
Yeah, of course it did. I love that idea. That's like, come here, I'll leave it in the van for you. I'll leave it in my van for you just in case you need it.
Yeah, I'll have it.
I'll test it tonight at the gig. We'll see what the crack is with this. Like if you're buying like a Bluetooth speaker, I do have a little one for the kitchen.
Yeah.
To listen to books and stuff. But that's only because, you know, the coffee machine and the oven and all would be loud like.
Yeah, the wood, yeah.
Otherwise, do you know what I like?
What?
Call me old fashioned now, lads, if you want. Okay? I have a jumper, a grey jumper at home that has a top pocket.
Right.
And when I'm doing me cookings and such, and making coffee and tea for Nicola, I put my little phone in my top pocket like that so I can hear it perfectly.
Yeah. I think we're going back to the old ways because I'm in the market now for a shoehorn.
Who are you, Damien Broderick?
I've decided.
You're like Damien
I
Broderick.
was flat out there during the last few days with me sick, best with the sickness, up in the bed.
Are you putting on penny soles or whatever they're called?
No, when I got these new shoes, I was going, well, they're a bit, I don't want to be opening no lacers.
Yeah.
I like to tie a shoe once and leave it.
Do you call them lacers?
Lacers.
Laces.
Yeah, what are you wearing?
Laces.
There's absolutely an R in it.
There's no R in
They're
laces.
lacers.
They're laces, you flute.
Well, we'll soon find out.
With the community,
won't we, Brendan?
The
as he
community
furiously types.
No, there's no need. Oh, is that Google's? Yeah, it's laces. Anyway,
I want to get a shoehorn because I'm just really annoyed trying to put on shoes and having to bend down and put my finger in, and my finger does be sore.
Yeah,
you know, poor finger.
The shoehorn is only used for like leather shoes.
Well, I was just harking back to my poor granddad. I always used to laugh at him. What do you need that for? And now I know because I'm 42 nearly.
Well, I mean, I can't be saying that neither because I tried to show you my shoe and I pulled a muscle in my leg.
Yeah. Is that a new shoe you?
And I do like. No, I've had this shoe for a long time.
Okay.
But like today, I was playing with Ali and I was just up out of the bed.
Yeah.
And Ali was like, I know what we'll do, Dad, now. We'll do a load of jumps.
Yeah.
I did one jump and it was like I had vertigo again, and my knees started shaking after one jump into the sky.
Don't worry. We're back at the soccer 8th of January.
Oh, we are back at the soccer 8th of January.
Now. Big things happening this year.
And
I might even go to the gym as well this time round.
10 years. 10 years I've been hearing this.
Yeah.
Is that your New Year's resolution, is it? We're not doing New Year's resolutions again, are we?
No, we're not.
Fuck that, like. Because no one ever sticks to them.
No one ever sticks
My
to
New
them.
Year's resolution is, so me and Nicola came up with them. Nicola's New Year's resolution is to become the best mother possible and spend loads of time.
I thought she was
with the
already
girls.
that.
No, but she says, I really want to
She's
go
room
for
to
it.
improve.
Yeah.
Is there
Dermot
some sort of
Bannon's
an
job.
awarding
Yeah.
agency here now?
She wants to get a letter from the ICA.
Yeah. Come up to Port you're getting an award. Ireland's best mother.
So that's what she wants to do. And my New Year's resolution is to spend more time for myself.
Right.
So I'm going to leave her at that and I'm going to tip off.
So this works out.
I'm going to
They're
tip off
actually
golf in 5 days a week.
They're lovely.
Yeah.
Because
so, she doesn't know that's a resolution yet now.
To be the best mother.
No, I said I'd write the two of them this year.
Oh, wow.
So
It
she's
does sound like they both came from you.
No, yeah. I said I came up with one for her to spend loads of time with the girls and yourself. And I need some self-care. And I think it is important to say that.
Yeah.
To go out and say, no, sometimes Mark needs to think about Mark. I'm going to try and golf 5 or 6 days a week.
It's funny. Yeah, because my resolution, if I was to think about it, is probably different to yours.
Right? I don't see. Well, you're not thinking. See, Ray, you're not being selfish enough.
Probably not. Because I'll tell you what my resolution was. I've found especially in the last week or two, that I've turned into quite the husband. In that Laura would say things like, I'm just putting the cat out and I'm going to put the clothes out on the line. And I'd go, cool.
Yeah.
Because I'd be still watching my show.
Yeah.
But it only after I realised, wait a minute now, I don't think she meant just to inform me about her actions. I think she just wanted me to know that she was doing all the jobs and I was doing none of them.
Okay, well, I misjudged you then. You are being selfish
So
enough.
I
That's
think
good.
I need, in the new year, I need to do a little bit more, putting the clothes out before she has to tell me she's putting the clothes out.
Yeah.
Or perhaps putting down the fire or doing the husbandy things I should be doing.
Okay, it's this now again. I'm going to say
Cleaning out the cat litter.
I hope Nicola doesn't mind me saying this,
Oh.
but when I spent a day away, so I went off gigging Stephen's night. You didn't because you had a big sick puppy.
Oh, we never
hadn't you?
talked about this.
Yeah, so we did an Atlantic gig in the Keys.
In the Keys. That's the second huge Atlantic gig in the Keys. And again, I wasn't there.
And your sister
And
was
again, my sister was there. And again, people obviously had to put up with a lesser version of the band.
Well, again, it went down a storm. It's the two best gigs we've ever done. But we won't get into that. Anyway.
Fair play to Derek, by the way, for subbing in for me.
Oh, he
there.
was class. He
Yeah.
was. But
And I thought I was putting him out, but he was delighted.
no, he was delighted to do it. Yeah. So I then came back to Sligo and I spent the next day on my own. And the kids were all still down in Roscommon.
Yeah.
So the girls were all down in Roscommon. And when they came back, I tried to be a better husband.
Oh, great. You give it a go. So, any tips?
28th of December this year,
Yeah.
I decided I'm going to be a better husband.
What did you do?
So when they came back, I put on, when you hear this now, and this is not an exaggeration, 5 loads of washing,
Wow.
hung up the clothes that can't be put in the dryer.
Yeah.
And this is why the kids are all in there playing and Nicola's sitting down. I cooked the dinner.
Right.
I cleaned upstairs. And I said, this is it. I've turned the corner.
Yeah.
Kendy is a brilliant husband.
How did you feel?
Cut to 11. I felt brilliant.
Yeah.
I felt absolutely brilliant.
You sure you weren't wearing the VR headset and this wasn't a game?
Nicola's just watching. What the fuck is he doing? I'm like this, hanging stuff off.
You live in your bed. And Derek and Steno's
Is he taking off his pants? What the fuck is going on? Anyway, cut to 11 o'clock, and rightly so, me and Nicola are in an argument.
Oh.
Roaring at each other.
Because you done it wrong.
Kids are going, no, nothing to do with me doing all that work around. Nothing to do with me doing all that work. Just the stresses of family life and having 2 kids, essentially 2 and under. And we're having an argument going, this is awful hard. Fucking hell. And then I realised I woke up the 29th of December.
Yeah.
And I said, all that effort I put in didn't really make a difference to the household.
Yeah.
I won't be doing that again.
Right.
That's it, done. I'm not doing that. Because it didn't make any difference. I thought it'd make our life easier. It turns out
it's all the same.
it's all the same anyway. So last night, instead,
You did fuck all.
I played with Steno and Dark for hours. That was something else.
It's perfect.
And you know what? We were happier.
Yeah.
I think it was because Nicola didn't have to be looking at me.
That's it.
I think that might be the key to it, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Nicola didn't have to be looking at me like the head in me.
Mm.
I think she really struggles
Look, don't
with
we
my
all?
head.
Where, have you any more bits?
I don't know really if I have any bits.
I have a few bits, Christmas bits.
Yeah, do your Christmas. Christmas bits me arse. Like, the Christmas is over now.
Well, they're kind of just bits
Or
from
from
the
Christmas, yeah. Don't be saying, did you ever hear the story of Santa? Don't be saying
So just going to go through them.
Yeah.
Now, I had written down the whole RIP.E and the €100 on the subscription.
Oh, come on now.
And there's an awful bit of an
There's a new one out
outrageous-
now.
Well, are they making up new RIP.Es now?
No, there's a new one out now that someone set up. It's called, I don't know what it's
Yeah,
called.
new RIP.
No, I don't think it's called New Rip. There's another one. What do you call him? Share-us. Bucky Boo shared it. I do want to get the name first. Funeral Notices Ireland. Funeral Notices Ireland. If you, they have 12,000 followers in 1 week. Now, to be honest, I don't think it'll take off. But
I think they went the wrong road. This €100 crack, they should have gone subscription like Spotify. They should have gone $4.99.
Yeah, but
and
what
you,
if
and
you
you get full access to all the dead people.
but you'd want to have a load of people dying around you now to make the use of that. Like,
What?
Like sometimes I don't make use of Spotify that much, right? So Spotify is $9.99 for Kendy, but like I'm listening to about 4 songs a year, so I'm not knocking the.
No,
so,
but you're paying the
unless
$9.99
you're-
every because you want to be able to access it when you need it.
Yeah.
Same as I have Paramount. Paramount is essentially only for the Taylor Sheridan shows and Star Trek.
You have Paramount.
I do have Paramount.
You're the only person I've ever heard say that. Before.
Why? Because everybody else gets it for free in a dodgy box.
No, but what I mean
Shame
is
on
no
you.
one has Paramount.
What about Taylor Sheridan and his ranch?
Who's Taylor
Who's going to
Sheridan?
pay for that? He's the fella that wrote Yellowstone and Landman and and all them kind of shows.
Nicola watches Yellowstone.
Oh yeah, it's good crack.
Yeah, I haven't got mad into it now, but
Yeah.
Paramount is one I've never heard people using. But
Yeah.
go on anyway.
But
Sorry.
anyway, so Paramount, I give them like $7.99 every month. I only watch every now and again, but I want to be able to access it.
Yeah.
Do you know? And that's where rip.ie, they should have done that. They should have gone, look at it. Never mind this shocking, €100 if you die.
Yeah.
Why would you pick on the people that died?
Yeah.
Poor vulnerable families.
Yeah.
Who just want to let people know that
The Undertaker
that
has to
loved
go into
one
their
has
pocket
passed.
before he does anything.
Yeah.
Yes, go in and get
it's the
100.
first thing they'll see on the invoice.
Yeah.
You know, rip.ie, €100,
Mad.
and everything else.
Yeah.
But they could have just gone, look, you're really enjoying scrolling through the dead people every day. You pay us $4.99 a month and you get to see it.
Okay, so
Simple.
this is where
And
I
then
think
if you don't pay the $4.99, there could be a free version of it as well. But you only get to see it like a week after they've died. That's the free version. Yeah, because that's like Spotify with the ads. You're like, well,
Yeah.
I can't be dealing with this.
Fuck.
So sure, we'll show you when someone's passed away, but you won't know on time for the funeral.
But the thing is with your subscription service is how many women over the age of 60 are there in the country? So if we have a population of what? 3 billion in Ireland?
Five or so million.
2 billion. Oh, 5 million. Oh, sorry, I
something
missed it.
like that, yeah.
So there's about 5 million people in Ireland. How many women over 60 would that be? 300,000, maybe 400,000?
Women over 60?
Yeah.
I would safely say somewhere in the region of maybe 647,281.
Okay, yeah. So this is because Ray works for the government. He knows exactly.
A lot of work with
So,
CSI.
so it's only them that would be subscribing.
No, it's not. No way.
You think a 22-year-old who just did a dance on TikTok is then going to check her RIP?
What'll happen is, first of all, my father's a big fan of RIP.ie, especially this whole digital condolence. He loves the fact now that he's an option. He can either go sympathise up in Heine's funeral home, or he can write something nice under the.
Come here. Yeah, that
condolences.
just reminds me. Shouldn't we do a cameo version of the RIP where you could do a video message? How are you, Eileen and James? Look, I was awful sorry to hear of the passing of Shavy. And look, just a big shout out to you. And then in order to access those, then they have to pay that as well.
No.
That'd be a good idea.
No.
I think that's a good idea.
All right, you lost my train of thought now.
Oh yeah.
Young ones. So again, young ones will use RIP.e because eventually you'll want to know if someone that has passed away that's close to you, they'll go, all right, I'm going to have to get on and see when the funeral is.
Yeah.
So they end up signing up, and you could do 3 months free for people under 65. So all of a sudden they're getting free, and then just cancel after 3 months. But you know what happens when you sign up to apps?
You
never bother cancelling, and you won't notice the $4.99 coming out a month. Come on, lads. Why did you think of this?
I haven't used, when my computer broke, I downloaded this safeguarding thing. It's like €140 a year.
Yeah.
You have to pay it upright.
Yeah.
And I did it at the time.
You were standing up?
It was up in November. And I got a fucking email to say, thank you for your renewal.
You paid it upright.
Oh my God, I paid it upright, yeah.
Up front.
Upright, outright, up front. I paid it out front, right?
Right.
And another £140 gone out the fucking gap.
And it creeps up on you, and then you're just too late.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. They should have gone a different way.
Adobe stung me as well. Anyway, go on.
The next thing then, the Christmas toast that I did catch, I'm determined and convinced that I caught it from Guinness. Is it possible?
Excuse me.
Is it possible?
For one, you cannot get sick. No one's ever been sick from Guinness.
I think that's the link that Guinness are stopping us making. Because when I drink too much Guinness, I get sick.
You get the flu.
I get the flu because of the excess mucus. Now, I'll tell you a drink that doesn't give me mucus is Darkness by White Hag. That's a different pint altogether because I did the live show. And
you felt better after the live show.
I felt better. I felt $1 million after
you
that
woke
live
up
show.
and rang 21 gay.
I was so good after it. And then the week before Christmas, then I went out and I drank pints of Guinness.
Yeah.
Because now, in fairness, they didn't have the Darkness on tap.
They didn't.
No, in the pub I was establishing in.
Right.
And yeah.
The dose you got apparently is a fucking show on NBC or something. It's called The Walking Pneumonia.
What?
That's what it's called. You know this bad dose that everyone's getting now? Yeah, that's what it's called.
Because I'm still the junkie's chest.
You still have a bad junkie's chest.
So I'm going to have to go.
I reckon I got it at the start of December already, but apparently it's called The Walking Pneumonia, which I think is hilarious, right? Mm-hmm. Because it's like, what happened there was, usually if we get pneumonia, you're bet to the bed.
Yeah.
But there's people walking everywhere, walking the town
yeah.
with the pneumonia inside them, and they're passing it on.
Passing it on
to everybody.
Yeah.
So that's apparently what you got. I have never seen a sickness that has. Usually we get a winter flu, all right. But this is a bad one now. People are getting an awful dose.
Well, we say that every year.
No, this is a bad one.
the same every year.
This is a bad one.
No,
but I don't like that they get to say, the HC's under awful pressure again with this new walking pneumonia. People are walking in with pneumonia.
I hope I don't have pneumonia.
I don't know. But do you know what the thing is? It's the same as a lot of stuff. If you're kind of all right, do you need to know? This is what happened with the COVID.
Mm.
Like about 2 years after COVID, you'd get sick and people would go, did you test?
Oh, you mean, if you recover, you're okay.
And then you're like, don't be worrying about it.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah. On one of the nights out.
Yeah.
In one of the establishments I frequented drinking the Guinness.
Yeah. You got to drink over. I didn't get to anything.
Yeah, I did have a few drinks, yeah.
That's nothing wrong with it.
I was drunk. And I was in a toilet. And a very merry man says, let's have a flute off. Who's number one?
Stop.
Yeah.
You went into a cubicle.
No. This is at the urinals.
With a fella
who
said, come on, we both got a flute.
No, this is at the urinals. At the time I thought it was hilarious. Afterwards, not so much.
Did you feel a bit?
Well, I felt competitive. As my typical manliness. I was kind of going, well, hold on a second. Now, well, if this is going to be a competition, I'm going to win it.
What are the rules?
I don't know. We didn't get that far. It was just let's have a flute off. It was number one.
We go with standard flute off rules and we regulation flute.
Yeah. No,
we go with gentlemen flute off rules. Is this yes? Yeah. Every flute off starts with the statement of I challenge you to a flute off.
But I wrote it down because I felt uncomfortable.
But what did it?
That was it. It was crack. We laughed. Ha ha ha! Joke, walk, laugh. Out the cap.
You didn't take your flute out for the man?
Our flutes were out at the time because we were peeing.
Did he put his flute through a little hole in the cubicle or something?
I didn't look at anything. There's no measuring devices.
There was no eye-to-eye contact.
No, there was no judging panel.
No. I think you would have won that flute after all. Ray.
Well, I was quietly confident. Presents. Just go back to that for a second.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot to tell you. You said your mother had gotten you some golfing attires.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
We got, myself and Laura, got a lovely selection of gifts from my mother and father.
Right.
Real thoughtful stuff.
Yeah.
First of all, and I have to say these are really nice. They're two little, you know them little bauble things you get for Christmas with the snow inside and the water.
Snow
and
globe.
It's a little nutcracker man and then there's a Santa Claus and another
Yeah, it's
one.
called a snow globe.
Snow globe.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah.
So my mum and dad gave us 2 lovely snow globes for the new house, which I was delighted with.
Okay.
Right?
I won't, because it's your parents, I won't say.
And they were completely different snow globes. One was an old-fashioned, like, windy up thing that made a nice noise.
Yeah.
And the other one had a little button with batteries in it.
Oh, yeah.
And then the snow started pumping and it played a more modern
Yeah.
sound.
I mean, that's the HR they spent in Poundland. I
It
mean,
was Woody's.
fucking well worth it.
Yeah. But as my father said, they look cute on the mantelpiece. And they
Next
will.
year.
And I will look at them and go, oh, geez, that was a lovely Christmas.
They
you
look
know?
good next year.
Next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's something I cannot use now. It's
Fine for the
literally
future.
something I have to pack up and put away.
Yeah.
Where I have no place to put things away at
Yes.
the moment.
So they said, how are you going? We have a bit more clutter.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy it.
In
December
the-
25.
In the bag was also a digital thermometer.
Right.
Right?
Was it supposed to be in the bag?
Yes. They said that'll be useful. Every house needs a thermometer. Now I thought I was special. No, the girls got thermometers as well.
I think you are.
Everybody in the McAndrew household got thermometers for Christmas.
And
Now last year we got vouchers for tyres, which was great. And you said before, this is a big safety thing. It means that we're all guaranteed to put on a decent set of tyres in the car and keep everybody safe. This year they changed focus and said, you're getting a little bit older. Now it's time to just keep an eye on that temperature of yours.
okay, so the thermometer.
Yeah.
I watched the Cillian Murphy movie before Christmas. It's based back in like
Oh, the one about all about the small things.
all about the small things. The Blink 182 film. Yeah. So I saw that, and him back in the whatever it might have been the 1920s as a child.
Yeah.
We'll say he asked for he'd love a simple jigsaw.
Yeah.
And the idea behind that is like, geez, wasn't it great times back then when you got a little jigsaw?
Yeah.
That would have been better.
But, we were a bit perplexed. But the finest thing of all was
Like, it's a fucking thermometer. Imagine, what did you get for Christmas Day? It's like Angela's ashes. What did you get for Christmas? I got a thermometer. Oh, you like that, Joey? You'd love that now?
could be taken orally, under the
No.
armpit, or rectally.
Fucking hell.
Lastly, in the bag was a little envelope, and in the envelope was a voucher for a seaweed bath.
A voucher for coal.
A voucher for a seaweed bath in Inniscrone. So Inniscrone are doing seaweed baths.
Oh, there's only one place doing seaweed bats, Ray, properly.
I know, but Inniscrone are doing them as well now because they have a steady supply of seaweed.
To do.
But you could see on the voucher that it had been, and I'm just going to I suppose I need to show you this.
You could see that weed.
You could see that someone had received it before I got it.
Passed on.
It was passed on.
So you're telling me Carmel got that, said, I'm never going to have a seaweed bath. I haven't even time for a bath in my own house.
So
I'm going to give this to Ray, like a box of roses.
the voucher was, I haven't got the picture, I have a video of it.
Show me.
Do I have I do, yeah. Okay, hold on a second now. So that's
They're beautiful snow
they're
globes
beautiful
now.
snow globes, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, okay, so let's,
Christmas in the 60s. How are you going?
that's the thermometer. Oh yeah, hold on now, here, seaweed bath. Wait, we just open her up here now. Okay, as you can see there.
Find the frame.
Can you see that there was very
Oh,
clearly...
yeah. It's very subtle. It's awful subtle.
It was a handwritten seaweed voucher, and then someone then took it and printed off bits of paper, white paper, and
Like the card is yellow.
yellow
And there's white paper.
paper over it.
Twin bats.
Twin bath. It was upgraded from a single bath.
Lovely.
Now
So
the
they did-
single bath was bought on the 22nd of September. So clearly this wasn't a Christmas present. This was
No.
a re-gift.
Yeah.
Someone got my parents
How many?
a single seaweed bath.
Yeah.
And my mother, apparently I questioned her after. I said, what's the story with this? It looks very suspicious. Looks like you just doctored it. And she said, I rang them up They only take cash. And they said they couldn't change it. But they said, if you want, you can change it yourselves there and we'll honour it. We'll change it in the book here.
Oh, my God.
So my mother went then, took the wee voucher, and she printed off little bits of paper to cover over where it says, so...
Single bath.
Yeah, so instead of 2, we'd say Carmel. It's now 2 Raymond and Laura. And then from mum and dad is in then because there was no from. And then it went from single to twin bath.
Oh, my God.
And it also, I actually went, let's see, and it actually says upgraded to twin bath, which was magic. There's Christmas presents now in our house.
Christmas presents in your house.
Oh, my sister got a gyrating Nathan.
A what?
A gyrating Nathan. This is a new, Nathan Carter.
I do.
Which, by the way, Christmas Eve, watched the show, fair play to Sean O'Reilly, and all the Nathan Carter band. It was an unbelievable show.
It was an unbelievable show, right?
Yeah, it was on Virgin Media.
The Nathan Carter band.
We all sat down to watch it.
It was unbelievable to show Ireland how well Sligo does festivals.
Yeah, very good.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Look at Queen Maeve Square in that.
It was It looked like a Fortin festival.
Honestly, it looks unreal. People give out, me included, the... Sure, you couldn't park a bike in Sligo now.
Yeah.
Jeez, you can't park a bike inside in the town. Yeah. But look what it does. Look what the square does.
Yeah.
For events.
It was a wonder. We all got to sit down and watch our Sean play with the Nathan Carter band. It looked tremendous. Great sound, great lights, great everything.
Yeah. Great arse.
Yeah. And that man, fair play to him, he brought out a clothing line, but he also brought out a line of little figurines.
Right.
Which are called gyrating Nathans.
And what do they be doing?
They're just, the little dogs that you used to put in the back of the boot of the car.
Yeah.
And he used to just wobble.
Yeah.
Like big
a bobblehead.
Head. Yeah, it's kind of a bobblehead, but they call it a gyrating Nathan.
Right.
Yeah.
And when you're driving the car, he's dancing in the back of it.
Exactly.
Is that what it's like?
Because he's got this little kind of move that he does, and he was doing it at the live show.
Jesus Christ.
He just widens up the legs, and he kind of just, overs
mover.
and backs. Yeah, he's always a smooth mover.
Woo, he's a smooth mover.
Yeah, if get your loved one a gyrating Nathan.
That's right. If you want to...
They're not real yet, but if Nathan Carter wants to bring it out...
How is it not real yet? Sure, how... What did you actually get?
I know, my sister said it'd be a really good idea if you brought out a line of gyrating Nathan.
Oh, so it's not real?
No, it's not.
Yeah, because I don't know. He's
would you like a gyrating Nathan?
I'd love a Daniel O'Donnell version.
A gyrating Daniel, not the same. Doesn't sound gyrating Nathan.
Yeah, gyrating Nathan.
Yeah.
And,
see, it's got a ring to it.
An old dancing Daniel.
Finally, on my bits.
Yeah.
Obviously, being sick the last few days, I had to watch movies. And one of the movies I wanted to watch was a movie I'd watched when I was a young fella. Have you ever heard of a film called Beaches?
No, but I live with a load of... No, sorry.
Beaches is a film from 1988.
Oh, savage.
Now, I said this to Laura because she was like, what do we watch? There's always this tension about watching stuff. Like, what are we going to watch? She hates the whole picking through of what we're going to watch.
Yeah.
She just wants definitive decisions made. And then if you do make a decision, it has to be right.
Are you into, that's what I mean, though. Are you into the same thing or not?
I knew this.
The
guy knew this was a wonderful... We are and we aren't.
I only like thrillers. That's it.
This isn't a thriller.
I can't watch anything except for... or like a film where nothing happened. So, Nicola, we went and seen the Cillian Murphy movie, right? So, we went and seen the Cillian Murphy movie and I loved it.
Did you? But nothing happened.
Perfect.
Why do you like movies and nothing happens?
Because... movies now where something happens are a load of shite.
Right.
They're usually just a load of shit. As in, it's usually way too complicated and, like I've always said, way too much CGI going on so it doesn't look like a film anymore. Yeah. I know I call you a West Brit and stuff like that sometimes, but I think I've said it before. One of my favourite films ever is The King's Speech.
Yeah, it's very good.
I just love the way it looks. Yeah. And I love the way it kind of just goes along. Potters along.
We watched a film like that actually before Beaches. We watched a film called Doubt with Meryl Streep.
Oh, I've never seen Doubt. But
it's very good. It's about diddling.
Jesus Christ. Actually, this one,
that's what it's about.
Yeah.
Well, was he diddling? Was he not diddling?
That's the doubt.
That's the doubt. The whole film is about a doubt. No one gets an answer out of it. Just nothing. Goes nowhere.
Yeah, because the Cillian Murphy film, for anyone who hasn't seen it, it just kind of ends.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really finish.
Fuck that.
There's a big difference between a film ending and a finish.
Yeah.
It doesn't finish.
Well, I'll tell you now, Beaches it finishes. It finishes and ends.
Yeah.
It ends big time.
Right. Don't be telling anyone how it ends then.
No, I won't.
But it's from 1988.
It's 1988. So when I suggested this, first of all, to Laura, she was very sceptical. She's like, is this going to be a waste of my time? I said, no, I'm going to chance this.
It's awful pressure.
Oh, it is. She puts serious pressure on me.
Yeah, Jesus, that's awful.
And she's ruined me watching things because I believe stuff. I go, yeah, well, that looks like a dinosaur. She go, that's clearly CGI. And I'm going, you're not investing in this.
No, yeah, see, I've said this before. Yeah, watch old films.
Blue lights. It's more than you in the blue lights.
Guns,
yeah,
blue guns.
Yeah. Anyway, Beaches, I suggested. I said, right, we're going to go for it. I looked it up in the Apple TV. It was $3.99 to rent. I said, I'm going to go for it. 1988's finest. It's got a film with Bette Midler in it.
Right.
You know Bette?
Bette Midler.
I knew you were going to say that straight away.
I don't know.
I bet it was Midland.
I don't know who Bette Midler is. I don't know what she looks like.
who Bette Midler is, do you know?
No. Let me look her up and see if I know her face then.
Yeah.
Bette Midler. Hang on now a minute.
Yeah.
How do you spell it? Bette.
Yeah. Bette.
Bette.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bette Midler. Let me have a look at this, yo.
See what
I know who Bette Midler is. Of course I do. Look at the can on her. She's had about 46 different haircuts. Bette Midler was in Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this was the big song from it then. Like, would you know?
From Beaches, is it? What
Do you
a
know the
beautiful
song?
sounds. No.
You don't know it? Can't bet an whoa.
Yeah, you have to start with
Coming
that.
in. Huh?
Whitney Useless. Is this?
This is Bette.
Oh, is that Bette singing?
She was the original Lady Gaga.
Listen to that synth bells.
Isn't that beautiful?
Listen to that 80s.
Now, if ever you wanted the podcast to be pulled off on YouTube,
Yeah, no, yeah,
we're done
Yeah,
now.
put on
'cause
Bette
Bette
Midler.
Midler is big.
But listen to that.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's unreal.
I used to play this in Twilight. It was a song I insisted we do in pubs. Didn't go down very well in
How
Montclair's.
the hell would that go down well in a
It
pub?
was terrible. But I had a little drum machine. It's wonderful, right?
Yeah. No, it is a beautiful song
Yeah,
and all.
yeah.
So is that Bette Midler singing
That's
that?
Bette Midler singing it.
Okay,
And
okay.
this is the big song at the end of the film.
Okay.
Right? Now, we'll just pause for... Oh, no, well...
Yeah.
You'll be the wind beneath the
Would
wings.
you ever know that you're my hero? Is
That's
that
the one, yeah.
You're than an eagle.
That's the
It
one.
didn't sound like that at the start,
Yeah,
did
got
it?
lovely sense.
No, yeah. No, I didn't know that was You Are the Wind Beneath My Cheeks.
cheeks.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I didn't know.
so Beaches is about two friends.
Right.
Two little girls that meet on the beach,
Right.
funny enough.
Yeah.
And they're pen pals. They live on opposite sides of the country, so they write to each other, and they live very different lives. Not Bette, the other
Right.
one.
Okay.
She's a very rich lady. She does very well for herself. And Bette is in show business.
Right.
And it's the whole life and through their marriages and everything. It's about 2 hours long.
Right.
It's absolutely wonderful. And I recommend anyone to go and, if you like a little tearjerker drama.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, there's tearjerker in it now.
Are you emotional? Did you get emotional in films?
Oh, I did. I was nearly crying at the end of it. I nearly cry at the end of it every time.
Go ahead.
it's
Oh, how
really-
many times have you seen
I've
this
seen
film?
now. This is where Laura got worried because as she was watching, she's going, "Oh my God! If I didn't know any better, I'd think you were gay." Because you are suggesting, like, this is worrying me. She said, "This is a real."
Because
this
you've
is-
really taken to the musicals now too.
Yeah,
like.
I mean, she said this is. And I said, I really love it. And she said, I can't picture you. What age were you when you watched this first? I said, I was probably in my teens.
Yeah.
So are you telling me you were in your teens, sitting there at home in Mayo, out in isolation, out in Meadown in the house, sitting there watching The Wind Beneath My Wings is the big movie on a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Do you know?
No, but the
I
thing
mean,
is,
crying at the end of it.
yeah, so it's weird. No, the weird thing for Laura is that, like, the stuff that you don't get emotional about, but
Yeah,
then this
like
is the stuff
close
that,
people to me dying.
Yeah,
I think
like
I'll go,
you're
well,
like,
that's
that's
tough.
that now.
That's it. I'm gone now.
as long as they're registered death now, I don't mind at all now.
Yeah.
And if they had any kind of social welfare, as long as it's cut off now
Yeah.
from them, I
And
don't
you're
mind
right.
at all.
Now, I will say, I did find a funny fact about the film. I didn't know this. I looked up the film to try and get the score.
Yeah.
And depending on the region, the film also goes by other titles. Right?
Right.
So I've described it.
Yeah.
And here are the other titles. So it's
True Friends, Long Time.
no, Forever Friends.
That's what it's called in Korea.
Right?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
alternatively, it's Forever Friends. Throughout Life, that's what the French call it.
Right.
you know?
Wait, give me another country and I'll tell you what they
German.
call it. German, they call it, what would the Germans are very straightforward. What
Yeah.
would they call
So
it?
I've
then,
explained
like-
the film. It's two girls, they're friends, and it's about their life together as friends.
Yeah.
Girl-
Yeah.
Girlfriends.
Oh, it's just called
That's what
Girlfriends.
the Germans called
Right.
it. What do you think the Greeks and the Danes called it?
The Greeks and the Danes called it the same thing.
Same thing.
What do they call it?
The Friends.
The Friends.
Yeah. The Spanish got a little bit more magic about it.
Oh, so because the Spanish are all like they're very
yeah.
emotional,
Exactly.
kind of like.
Yeah. The Spanish, they called it eternally friends.
Yeah, I was going to say best
Yeah.
friends.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and then Russia.
Eine großen Freundin. That's what the Germans should have called it. Big old friends.
What about the Russians?
The Russians didn't show us.
No.
They don't. They don't believe in friends.
They call it on the beach.
They did.
Yeah. Taiwan went way off.
Taiwan didn't actually call that. They just remade it again.
In their own, yeah.
They made it in their own thing.
Yeah, deeper love than sisters, they said.
Oh.
Yeah. And then finally, Turkey, they called it Song on the Beach.
They called this, no, never mind. Oh my God, I almost said something
What did you
really.
say?
No, don't worry. No, not a chance.
Why?
No. You wouldn't let me do it. If you won't let me make fun of Christianity, then you won't let me.
Yeah, no, we can't do that.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, what
no,
did you say? What did you say?
Go on, no,
Yeah.
all I didn't realize was religious. I don't want to get blown up.
That's way worse than anything I've ever said.
Sass, in no context. I'm
Way
just saying,
worse.
I'd like to I'd like to live.
But
to
come
sing
here,
60.
so the only film I saw over the Chris Reed was that Cillian Murphy one. But I do know what you mean by trying to pick films for, because we're just not in the pressure. We're not into the same thing at all, me and Nicola. She loves like Deadpool and Marvel films and all that. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, it's just not. I tried to watch a Marvel film before. It was the one where they're all in it. The
one Continuum
Boys.
or something.
No, the boys where they're all the boys. They all get together. The consortium. The Avengers. The Avengers.
The Avengers
I watched
consortium.
The Avengers, and I've said that. I think I might have said this. There was a boy there with long black hair, and he was getting the shit kicked out of him by the Hulk, which is absolutely the way things should go.
Yeah.
And in the middle of the fight, he said, no, I have a blue sword. I'm going to send it up into space, and then it's going to wreck the eternity of the world. And then the Hulk was like, sure, I suppose that's that then. And I was like, this is such a pile of shit.
Yeah, but
Or do you know what I watched? 5 minutes, right? Nicola just put on films during the day when she's minding the small ones, right?
Yeah.
And she was watching this film where there was 3 different Spider-Men or something.
Oh,
Was it Spider-Man?
There's a Spider-Man trio.
There was a load of them.
Yeah.
But they were going back and forth. No, it wasn't. It was The Flash. It was The Flash. You know the fella who moves pure quick?
I couldn't tell you.
Right? They were on a battlefield, 3 different Flashes, and some of them were running back in time. He was running so fast, he was going back in time.
Okay.
And I was like, what shit is this? Right? And one of them ran so fast that he ran into another realm, and they were fighting inside in this realm where he was going in, pucking the jaw of someone in like what was like an eternal cockfight, right?
Yeah.
He was running, and then he was running back out, talking to the other Flash, going, I'm after heading in there now, I got the shit better. He was like, but be careful, you have to run into this one again. He'd be like, all right, okay. And he ran into another one then. You shouldn't have fought your man in that one. You're supposed to fight the other fella. Nicola, this is bullshit. There's no reality involved. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just a load of CGI.
You're gone pure red in the face.
Because it was infuriating to watch the shit that we're putting up with now.
Sorry now.
And the thing is, people that go to these Comic-Cons and they'll say to Kendy, oh, well, what you didn't realise is actually that he was running into the realm from 1917. It was a callback to the other Flash. And even, how did you not even get that? And I'm like, I'll tell you why I didn't get that. I didn't understand anything that was going on ever in the whole thing.
Now, be careful too. Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean that's not good.
No, it does.
For example,
It does.
I know you'd be at me about the Star Trek.
Yeah, Star Trek's load of shit as
it
well.
is,
Spock and all them boys.
Actually, I think my sister Joanne sent me this morning. Apparently, in one of the Star Trek episodes from like the 90s, they talked about terrorism because they were on a planet that there was terrorism happening. Yeah. And Data, you know, the robotic man.
I thought Data was something that my phone harvests.
No, but Data anyway said to the Captain Picard,
Right.
that it's very like the Irish, the situation in Ireland with the Troubles. And they actually referenced the Troubles and about how everything wasn't going so well back hundreds of years ago at this stage, obviously. And they said, but after Irish reunification in 2024, everything was fine. So they actually gave a date because they were back a good bit.
They're like the Mayans.
Yeah. This is back in the 90s.
Yeah.
But they must have put 2024 on. Oh, well, certainly in 30 years, it's going to be a reunified
So we
country.
have 10 hours. We have 10 hours left to reunify the country.
It's very funny to say.
If Star Trek are to be believed.
Because fair play to Joanne for spotting it. Because someone put it up, Joe O'Neill, at Acting Joe. Big day today, the Irish unification in 2024. Not hearing much, but I assume there'll be some kind of mass tomorrow and that'll be us then. I imagine there'll be a 2 on somewhere in the evening.
He's after capturing that perfectly,
He
isn't
really
he?
did, didn't he? Oh, no. Yeah.
That's brilliant.
So congratulations to Star Trek not getting that one right.
Do you know what?
We're living in the future now.
But back to the whole thing, and we leave it at that then. Back to the whole thing of
I have a shout out
of the not knowing mean liking stuff that doesn't do anything. The only Christmas specials I watch, bar that Gavin Stacey one, was The Royal Family.
Father Ted.
I didn't watch it this year, but like,
same shit happened.
So
they got stuck in the laundry section. He won the Golden Cleric.
But like, I got no time this Christmas at all, just with the kids, as in to actually sit down. You know. But for a couple of nights leading up to Christmas, I got into bed and watched something.
Yeah.
And every time it was the Royal Family specials.
Right.
Again, a thing where nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
The Royal Family is nothing. They just sit down on the couch or whatever. There's just something about that
put you at ease.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
Watching stuff and nothing goes on. Or else thrillers where you don't know what's going to happen.
Well, hopefully 2025 will be another year where nothing happens.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed we get nothing done in 25.
I have a shout out.
Yeah, I have a shout out as well.
Okay.
Do you want to go first or can I go?
This is the one that came in today and it's good that I remembered it. Shane Keenan.
Shane Keenan is right.
Happy New Year, lads, from Australia. Love the podcast. All brings a sense of home to me, being so far away, and it's been my first Christmas with. Poor lad. Nothing but health and happiness, etc. From Westmead man, Kilbeggan, a town over from Shawnee B.
They probably played pledge game against each other.
Yeah, exactly.
They marked each other
out. He said,
out.
I text Shawnee, actually. He's a class lad. He said, I know him well.
Oh, lovely. I'll buy Shane. Fair play to you.
Thank you, Shane, for that lovely message.
I have a shout out. Yet again, I played another wedding on Saturday of some podcast listeners, which was brilliant.
Without me.
The thing is, I've noticed this. It's kind of me they're booking.
Yeah, it's
Do you know what I mean?
Now,
Now, if they want to book the bands, you can obviously, now that we have it up and running, you can book the Atlantic and get Kendy and Raybo at your wedding.
You can, yeah.
Which would be marvellous. But this was a single wedding.
Raybo wasn't, otherwise ill.
Yeah, sick, which he is for most of the gigs. I played for Kira and Larry, which was, they live in Canada.
Larry?
You know Kira from Canada, who used to always be messaging us all the time.
I do, yeah.
Yeah. So, played her wedding.
And she didn't want to see me at all.
For some reason, she didn't even mention it. We talked loads about the podcast. Didn't say your name once.
This might be 2025, might be the year where you might go solo.
Anyway, I just have to give him a huge shout out because I get this lovely feeling every time. And you know me now. I don't get a huge amount of lovely feelings. I get this lovely feeling every time I play a wedding for a couple that know me, especially through this.
Yeah.
Where they're real appreciative. And then I think it makes you play more for them then as well, you know?
Yeah.
Because you're kind of going, this is lovely, we're all here.
I feel bad for the couples that don't know you because they're clearly now getting a raw deal.
I couldn't give it. I don't even look at them, Ray.
There's one more actually. Jonathan O'Neill, he also wished us a happy... and Brendan. That's weird. Yeah, someone actually wished you a happy New Year. Yeah. He said he was down at the Alan Clark show, which looked absolutely tremendous.
Oh, yeah. Fair play to Alan.
Yeah,
Fair play to him.
He kind of took the wind out of our wings.
He was the wind beneath our cheeks. Jonathan, a big shout out to you as well, boy.
Yeah. Did you want to say something about that Valentine's show where we could be your Valentine's Day?
Oh, yeah, well, first of all, congratulations, to Kira and Larry. Congratulations on getting married.
Oh, yes.
Now, the Valentine's show is the biggest Kendy Raybo show of all time, ever in the history of the whole world.
Yeah.
We're doing the Hawkswell Theatre on Friday, the 14th of February, which is Valentine's night. Tickets are selling, which is unreal.
Are you enjoying that?
No, I can't believe it. Like,
is there enough going now?
There's enough going that I think it's going to be a good. Like, it's going to be well.
And that means that you want to get your skates on, and get a wee ticket because it's looking like it's going the right direction.
Actually, kind of a little bit. You probably should. No, the ticket sales are going in the right direction. That's all part of the So Funny Sligo Comedy Festival. Yeah. We are one night in 5 nights. Brendan, is it of 6 nights of live stuff? So you can go on to sofunnysligo.com. Yeah. And you can get your tickets, but the main thing is to get your tickets for that night. They are available. The ones that are on in the Hawkswell, like our show, they are available on on hawkswell.com. Yeah. That is where you get tickets for this show, hawkswell.com.
And it's a fun experience because you get to pick a little green dot that'll become your green dot then for the night.
Yeah, you get to see your seat and everything, not like the other ones where you don't know where you're going to sit when you come into our shows. You were going to say something there, Brendan, were you?
Oh, thank God.
We had a live online poll of is it laces or lacers?
And come here. Yeah, but that tells me I'm right.
76% said laces.
76% said laces.
There's 5 votes from drunk people who...
There's 5 votes from the McAndrews there in Mayo.
The rest of my family.
Who have all said lacers.
If you Google lacers, the only thing you find is the Los Angeles City Employees Retirement System.
Now, so Ray, the Los Angeles City Employees Retirement System.
1 in 4 can't be wrong.
No,
Do you know,
1 in 4
1 in
are
4
wrong.
can't
Ray,
be
you
wrong.
have to allow for the fact that there's some
it's-
awful idiots out there.
There's a lot of this. As 25% of the population of this country have just voted in my favour.
Well, 20.
Yeah.
Come here, 20% voted for Sinn Féin, Ray.
That's it now from 2024. You'll be listening to this next year.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, Happy New Year to everyone. Thanks so much for all the support. Fair play to you. We said it on the Christmas episode as well. It means a lot to us, and we are geared up genuinely for the new year. Brings the biggest show we've ever done, and we're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Big thanks to everyone who helped us out during the year as well. We had a big Christmas party with everyone who belonged to us, and it was
all
great.
the
All
belonging
crack.
people.
Yeah, all the people who belong. Brendan, thanks a million for flicking the keys off yourself for an entire
much.
year.
Yeah.
You must
New
have done
annual
it.
leave year starting tomorrow.
Yeah, he gets to reset again. It's not Ray. Fair play to me.
Fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck.
The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Maeve's Cozy Front Lounge and the Garavo.